All right, welcome to this episode of Beauty to Bank. I am your host, Season Bennett, and this is the number one place on the web where beauty professionals learn how to make money without standing behind the chair, the brush, the table, whatever it is that is holding you back from living the life that you want to live. Okay, so you know I am the digital product girl. I am here in my office. I have been creating some boundaries and some space by having an office. I love just coming here, doing work, and then going home and being off. Okay. So if you're like, what is a snack bar here? That is my snack bar for my VIP people, but I will get to that in just one moment. Okay. I want to talk to you guys today about why courses are dead. Okay. I know a lot of times when I talk to a lot of my students, I work with people in a lot of different facets. And what happens is a lot of people would like to just record something and be like a one and done kind of person. Like it sounds so amazing and it's great, and that is always the goal. But guess what, a lot of people need more than just that, right? A lot of people need a little bit more hand holding. They want that and they will pay for it. So how many of you guys, show of hands here, how many of you guys have taken a course, right, and finished it all the way to the end? So when I say a course, I'm thinking maybe there's pre-recorded content and maybe there's like you can ask questions, maybe there's a live chat or an email that you can do. Now, this would not include any kind of weekly meetings. That would be group coaching, okay? But just it's pre-recorded, and you're kind of on your own, and you need to go record it all and just watch it and implement on your own, okay? Most people are not dedicated enough to do that. Most people, the majority of people, are not dedicated enough to do that. That's why only 7% of people actually complete courses. Okay, 7%. Did you hear me? Seven. Okay, right? Five, six, seven. Yes, 7% of people only really finish the courses. Okay. So it's important that for me, when I think about success with anything that I do, my success is contingent on other people's success. Okay. So if I have other people that are taking, my classes and they are not successful, then that is reflection on me. And that makes me go back and look to say, hey, am I going to, what can I do differently to be successful? Okay. And right now I am live. I'm live on YouTube. I'm live in Facebook and several places on Facebook. And I'm also live on Clubhouse. Okay. So I will be, if you see me looking down, I'm looking into the chat on Clubhouse as well to see if people have questions, comments, or anything else, or if they want to go ahead and click the link on Clubhouse and join me live on YouTube. Okay. So let's talk about this and let's dig into this. So, what does it look like? What are some other different ways that you can offer solutions for your students? Okay. So, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. You know, when I share my screen, you know it's real. Okay. So, let me show you guys because there are a lot of different options for people looking to get into digital products. Um, there's more than just a course. Okay. So let's go ahead. I'm going to share this screen with you. All right. Let's choose the right screen here. All right, here we go. Okay. And I'm going to go to lose this banner at the bottom so you can see the whole thing. Okay. So when you look at these things, there's a lot. Okay. So when you start at the top, the mini courses. Okay. So on that one, basically with mini courses, and you see, I didn't fill that out, guys. Okay. This is something I always go with my heart. And this is something that I wanted to talk about. Okay. So with mini courses, these are just little mini classes, right? A lot of times when we have course creators that are doing classes, what ends up happening with them is they give too much information. Do you guys know anybody like that who gives too much information, right? You give too much information, and that's another reason why your students are not, they're not successful, right? They're not successful a lot of times because the fact that you're giving them too much information. Okay. When they have too much information, they don't know what to do first. They don't know how to execute. Okay. So a lot of times what I highly recommend is I highly recommend that my students go ahead and they teach one thing, one small thing that someone can be successful. Hey, I'm going to show you how to um, get your first client in 30 days or less. I'm going to show you how to launch your first digital product in 30 days or less. I'm going to show you how to, you have something, a time constraint, and you have something specific that they want to accomplish. Okay. So with many courses, and mind you, by the way, as we go from the lighter gray all the way down to black, the price gets more expensive. Okay. So this is really how I look at, and these are things that I do as well. Okay. I've got mini courses. I've got membership. right? I have a membership I've had for many, many years. That's another way that people can have a continuing relationship with you on a particular topic. Okay. I am relaunching my membership. When I first started my business, I really just focused on social media. Now, social media is obviously still a big part of my business, but guess what? Guess what? It's also the fact that, when you actually go ahead and you have digital courses, what happens is that, a you change sometimes, like over time your business will change. Okay, your business will change. And so what happened is that I got a little bit frustrated because so many people were so caught up on um, social media, right? People were so caught up on social media and they felt like, social media was the thing that made you money. But the thing is that if you don't have anything behind it, it's not going to help you. Okay. If you don't have anything to offer at the end, just creating content, you're just creating content for others' engagement, for them to consume. And does it really help them? Right? Does it really help them? Does it really help you? There's a lot of content creators that I have seen who have gotten very frustrated because of the fact that, um, you know, they're not making any money. They're working so hard on their content, and they're not making any money. And they're like, what is the point of me creating this content? I hear all these gurus, right, online saying, hey, you need to create content, you need to create content, you need to create content. And they're like, well, what's the point of this? Because I'm literally not making any money at all doing this. And I've been spending, you've got people, they are literally saying, I'm a professional content creator, right? That's all they're doing. They're literally just creating content, and they're not making any money with it, right? And so it's really important that you are strategic and you understand, why, right? Where you want your people to go to. Okay. If you do not tell them where to go, they're not going to know where to go. You understand what I'm saying? Like they're not going to have the next level with you. Okay. So let's say we talked about the mini courses. These are very small small classes, right? They're little mini courses where you're teaching somebody one thing. The next thing is a membership. This is an ongoing relationship with somebody where they understand how to do, one particular thing, right? So of course, like I said, my whole thing is based around, digital products, right? I've really shifted, and yes, I do talk about social media because that's a part of promoting your digital products. It's a huge part of promoting your digital products, but really I focus on digital products. And like I said, I'm relaunching my brand to and my membership to really just focus on digital products now. Okay. And as you see, like I said, these things are getting more expensive as you go down. Okay. Now, group coaching, that's something that has been, something that I've loved. That's my 6-figure business system, is my group coaching program. And one thing I love about that is that I'm really teaching one strategy, one method. It's the method that helped me get to 6 figures, right? And it's more than a course. There is a course aspect to it, right? I have pre-recorded content that my students have instant access to, but in addition, I'm giving them, templates. I'm giving them more of my time. I meet with them every single week. We also have a private group, right? A private community. And, I'm able to answer questions even on nights and weekends and everything else, right? I'm able to answer people and give them feedback and help them get to their goal, right? That is, like I said earlier, my success is dependent on their success. Okay. So group coaching, I love it. The way that I run mine, once you go ahead and you join the group coaching program, you're in it for life. Like that's it. You're in it. You pay one time and you're in it. Okay. Now, I also have some other things as well that people might be less aware of. I do offer VIP days. Now, in a VIP day, I love VIP days because, what you get with a VIP day is that you get to meet with me one-on-one and we focus on your project for that day. Okay. By the time you leave, we will understand what you will have done. Okay. So you can, if you want to launch your own group coaching program, we'll map it out. We'll get your landing page together. We'll do all this stuff together and help you understand, okay, what is the marketing? What you need other people to do, what type of team you need in place, where do you hire them? Depending on what you need, it's just focused on your thing for that whole day. The benefit of doing those VIP coaching days though is speed, right? You're getting the fast track to success. Okay. Instead of you having to do it, kind of on your own or with a group, now you're getting me one-on-one for the day. And by the end of the day, we're going to have some major things accomplished. Okay. In addition, masterminds. Okay. So there's 6 month to 1 year masterminds where we're going to accomplish some really big things. We know sometimes when we want to accomplish big things, we need more time together. Okay. We need more time together. And these, unlike a lot of these other programs, when I do my masterminds, it's an application process. Okay. Why is there an application process? People might ask me, well, why would you do it like that? I do it like that because of the fact that I need the doers. I need the right people. Like, it's not about the money. I need the people who are going to execute, who are going to get what they came to accomplish, right? And if people do not execute, if they're not doing their homework, like, listen, masterminds are no joke. Okay, they're no joke. That's why it's not just, hey, anybody just jump in here, because it will ruin and water down your mastermind. When you have a mastermind, it's a much smaller group of people, right? In my group coaching program, I have hundreds of people. Okay. I have hundreds of people in the program. In the mastermind, I'm working with a very small group to help them accomplish one thing together. Okay. And it's a very intense program, and you have to do the work. If you don't do the work, you're not going to be able to get to the next lessons. You're not going to be able to accomplish what you want to accomplish. But it's a small group of people, and it's a more intense. And the thing is that what you're learning in those masterminds are things that are going to, it's going to 10x your investment easily. 10x easily. Okay. So whatever money that you put into the mastermind to pay for it, you're easily going to make 10 times that amount, because it's just a higher level thing. It's things that nobody talks about. Nobody's really sharing. It's not, a lot of times people want to go on and go to YouTube University, right? And just say, hey, I want to figure out how to do A, B, C, D. Okay, how do I do a funnel? It's deeper than that. It's a lot on the strategy, getting the pieces in place, and execution. Okay, we do not get rewarded for our ideas. We have got to execute. We've got to make it happen. Okay. So these are the things that, when you look at digital product income, you see, I didn't really put courses on there. I'm not loving courses. Like, I'll find a lot of my students, and they'll want to go ahead. They want to go ahead and they want to do courses, right? They want to just, like, hey, I'm doing a six-week course and I'm going to drip it. What they quickly find is that it's actually a lot more work for them. Okay. They'll find that 6-week course is a lot of work for them, because what they're finding is that, first of all, a lot of people don't have their systems in place and their automation set up properly. And then on top of that, what they'll find is they're like, man, like, me having this 6-week income kind of has messed me up. Like, having this 6-week course where I'm obligated. Now they're finding that they're becoming perfectionists, right? But, a lot of perfectionists out there, because they're spending a lot of time creating, right? They're spending a lot of time creating this, the content and answering the questions and everything, as opposed to, doing it live. They'd be able to shift and pivot much more easily. A lot of people get really caught up in the presentation of it, as opposed to the information. And then it just makes it harder, because then they get a whole bunch of questions. Like, I'll give you an example. Let's say if we are live, right? Like, we are live right now. Okay. Can you hear me? Go ahead and drop a 1 in the comments if you can hear me. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to give everybody a little bit of a moment to respond, because when you are live, there is a little bit of a delay. This is technology. This is how it works, right? But let's say, for instance, I had pre-recorded this whole thing. You can't hear me, right? And you're watching the replay, and I don't know that you can't hear me, right? If I'm live, I see the ones coming in now. You see there's a little bit of a delay. But if I am live, I have an opportunity to go ahead and shift and say, oh, wait, is there an issue with my AirPods? Can you guys hear me? My sound, let me shift to a different microphone. But if I'm doing it recorded, I don't have an opportunity to shift. In addition, what ends up happening is that what people do is that they come out the gate. They've never created another digital product. They've never done anything online, and they come out the gate with the course. And the thing is that really, I highly recommend people teaching anything live at least 2 times with a group of people, at least 2 times before you want to pre-record it. Because what happens is, like I said, you don't have an opportunity to really talk to your students, touch them, and learn what they really need. Okay. Just shooting videos out to people, just projecting videos out to people doesn't give them what they need. Sometimes there's small adjustments that people need, right? Somebody might say, if I'm talking to somebody, right? Now, this is my setup. Now, I told you guys about this little snack bar right here, and I see some people in the comments who've actually been here to my office. So this is where I do my VIP days. I bought this because I said, you know what? I need to have food here. We're here all day. I need to have some snacks. It's a really intensive situation, right? And so the thing is, when I'm going to turn this online, okay? So if I'm online and I'm working with somebody live, then I can say, hey, do you have some distractions, right? Like I had a VIP day recently with someone, and I started to realize why they were struggling because I could see them, right? They weren't struggling because they couldn't do it. They were struggling because they had a lot of distractions. So we kind of took some time out that wasn't in our scheduled time, but we took some time to talk about, okay, what are these distractions? What are some things that we can do? And sometimes these distractions, there are our lovely family, right? 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 Sometimes they are our lovely family, but they can hinder us from actually getting work done. What should I eat for lunch today? Hey, where's the chicken? Did we have any leftovers last night? You're like, are you kidding me? Right? And I actually had a conversation with that person. I said, what would your family do if you were at the salon? Right? And they were like, oh, they'd have to figure it out. And I'm like, well, this is just as important. If this is your work, you're getting it done, you have to tell them, hey, I'm unavailable at this moment. And that's why I actually even got this office space. I like the fact of being on and being off. I like the fact, like, I still am only busy really Mondays and Tuesdays. Now I know my beauty professionals are going to be, available Sunday, Mondays, and my best bets getting with you guys is Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, right? But guess what? I don't really like to do things on Sundays because that's my family day. My husband is a barber, and that's just generally been kind of like a family day for us. And so I don't really like to do things on Sundays, right? So Mondays and Tuesdays, I'm like, I got to get it in, get it done, right? I love it being you guys hear that? It's so quiet, so quiet. I love it. Okay. And so you got to figure out what you can do to get away from these distractions, okay? But guess what? When I'm on these online things, it's not a pre-recorded course. I can look at somebody and say, "Hey, are you a little sleepy? Why don't you grab a cup of coffee? We'll wait. Do you need a break? Okay, I know we're giving you a lot of information. Do you need a break?" And this is the kind of stuff that you will get. And this is where people will keep buying from you over and over and over. Now, I will tell you a hint over here, right? When you look at number one, the mini courses, that's where I first hit six figures was with 27 $39 classes, guys. I even had some $10 classes. Okay. So don't sneeze on those. You can still be very effective in those mini courses, and I'm not telling you when you do those classes to give away your best stuff for free. I'm not telling you that. Okay. But what I'm telling you is that you can create all these different, and I know my videos the other way, you can create all these different opportunities here so that you can help people that at all levels. Just a reminder, if you're just joining, right? The gray is the cheaper, right? As you go down all the way to black, it's the more expensive opportunities and situations that we have together. Okay. But these are the ways that I work with people. Okay. These are the ways that I work with people and I really help them get to their goals. Okay. I've been working a lot behind the scenes with different people because I love having projects. Like I've always been a busy kind of person and I love accomplishing things. And really, to be honest, when I see other people accomplishing things, like that is part of my win as well. Okay. So this is Beauty to Bank. I do want to invite you guys that if you are interested in creating and selling digital products, that you need to start now. You need to get started. You need to stop waiting. Okay, this is something when you talk about generational wealth, this is the way that you build generational wealth for you and your family. This is the way that you change your lifestyle. There's nothing I cannot think of anything else in the world where you can make unlimited amounts of money, literally unlimited. Okay, it's just a matter of you telling people about it. Okay, every single person. I went live with one of my students today, and she was talking about how she struggled to put her information out, not because she didn't have the information from me. She struggled because of herself, right? Because of her mindset. And she said that she had imposter syndrome and that she was just like thinking like, well, why would anybody want to learn anything from me? Right. And it's like she had to overcome herself to say, you know what, I have an important voice. I have something to add to this. Okay. And you guys have to remind yourself there is something that you guys are doing. All of you guys, when you guys are doing digital products, it's not just about the digital product. Like you guys are literally creating time for other people. Okay. You're creating time for other people. All right. You're helping them fast track their success. So if they were, if they were here and they want to get to where you are quicker, they're going to take your class, they're going to enlist your help, they're going to get their coaching. Okay, now if you guys are interested in getting some of my help, if you're interested in learning more about any of these other things, I want to invite you to text me. Okay, I actually, like I said, I like to connect with people, I like to talk to people, I like to make sure they have the information. So you can go ahead and text me in all of the descriptions, right? Depending on where you're watching me, I put my number there for my texting community. We can text back and forth and you can find out more information about which one of these is a good fit for you. Okay, is the mastermind group, is the VIP day a good fit for you? Let me know. And then also, of course, you can sign up for the free first module of my group coaching program, and check out my latest book. My book, it really lays out the issues that I had with reaching six figures online. And I like to think that I am very techie, which I am. But what was very interesting is, what were the issues that kept me from reaching the six figures? And that's what I really talk about in the book. Okay, because and just like my student, it was me. Okay, just like my student, it was literally me. I was the reason why I wasn't making six figures. And some of the stuff was just, it was so small. It was such small adjustments that I had to make. It was kind of crazy. Okay, very, very small adjustments that had to be made. Okay, so if you want to find out how to make, six figures with digital products, right? And you want to discover the 10 secrets to hitting six figures with digital products online, even if you have no audience, no budget, and no tech skills, then you definitely want to check out the digital game. Okay. All right, guys. Well, I want to thank you guys so much for joining. I want you guys to let me know in the comments, what is something that you need help with? What are your digital products? What are you struggling with? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to help you guys. Thank you guys so much for joining this episode of Beauty to Bank. We meet on Mondays, 2-ish, right? 2-ish Eastern Standard Time. And I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.